Hey, what's up, guys? Well, it's a very special day because this marks the 15th playthrough I've had of KOTOR 2, my 10th Dark Side. I know it's not a big deal, but like I've said in my past videos about KOTOR, the game really does spawn a lot for me in terms of creativity because every time I play the game, something different happens. For me, it feels like because I make my character, I make my backstory, who I am, who my exile is in KOTOR 2. KOTOR 1's a different story. I've done at least 30 playthroughs of that. Um, yeah, but here I'm talking about something that has piqued my interest. And I know it's old news, but just something that a few years ago was really the big thing for Obsidian Entertainment, for KOTOR in general, was the Sith Lords Restoration Project, which was a group of Team Gizka. I pronounce it Gizika. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Gizika or Gizika. I don't know. I'm gonna say Gizika. Team Gizika decided to come out with this mod of KOTOR 2 because KOTOR 2 had a lot of cut content and a lot of it just didn't connect right. There was a lot of stuff missing from the game. That a lot of conversations were left open ended. A lot of things were talked about that just weren't shown. And Team Gizika really brought out that in a mod that they made, and they were really planning on hitting it home with this mod for with a lot of cut content that had been taken out by Obsidian. And Team Gazika had come around and said, okay, we're going to take this, we're going to mod the game and bring out all that cut content so that it could connect and things wouldn't have so much open-endedness. Things include when HK-47 goes to the planet. I forget the name. I'll put it in the description box if I remember. Goes to the planet where the HK series is made and goes and fights through the factory and literally causes mayhem for the new HK-51 unit, which would come out. There's a lot of cut content in terms of rivalries within the group with Atten and the Disciple, or Brianna, the Handmaiden, and Visas Mar. And Kreia, I've seen some still shots with her hood down. And there's just a lot of cut content that was put into that. Now, it is a sad story with the Sith Lord's Restoration mod, and it's a very sad story for Team Gazika because that mod was only a beta. There was no official release of the mod. What happened was, in mid 2010, after putting in a lot of work on the beta, Team Gazika disbanded. And really, their mod is floating around in the torrents. I don't know where it is or what the link. I guess if you search the Sith Lord's Restoration Project in Google, you'll come up with something. But it really is a shame because this really was a chance to bring KOTOR 2 to the next level, and it really never got to that next level. KOTOR 2 in general just never got to that next level because of all the cut content and the rush for the Christmas season. I do have a KOTOR 2 video up if you want to go watch it, explaining, what I feel on the game. But just the fact that this mod could have, because, there are fan-made mods for KOTOR 1, which are great. Brotherhood of Shadow is one of them I played. I played Brotherhood of Shadow. It's fantastic. It's dark and evil, and I love it. Um, and there are a lot of mods, but this was an official mod. And it seemed official anyway. I mean, Obsidian wasn't and Team Gazika weren't together, but it felt awesome. It just Team Gazika really really worked hard, and they did start working on it 5 years ago. 2005 is when they first started, and the beta came out I think 2 years later, in '07. But the fact is that they had constantly kept working, and just I guess artistic stuff and stuff had broken down in the group, and just they disbanded. And it's a shame because this really really could have taken all the cut content, made the game at least 5 or 6 hours longer. Or I'm not gonna go that far, maybe 2 or 3, but it could have made the game longer because the game is short. It's not a long game. I've beaten KOTOR 2 in 2 days tops. One day if I stay up the whole day, and that's not counting side quests. Side quests will take almost a week, maybe, but not even depending. No, actually no. I'm thinking of KOTOR 1. My apologies. No, I've beaten KOTOR 2 with side quests within 3 days. Tops. It's an easy game to complete. It really, really isn't that hard to beat at all. It's one of the most self-explanatory games there is. But this mod, watching the trailer again and just looking back at what this game could have done in terms of adding cut content, it really, really could have brought the game to the next level. You know, at least I think it could have. Because, I mean, let's think about it for a second. KOTOR 2, really, Obsidian was just trying to make a game that could keep up with the epicness, and it did in terms of characters. Problem was, is they rushed, as I've said. So, Sith Lord's Restoration Project, hell of a try. Go pick up the beta if you have the PC version of KOTOR 2. Give it a shot. Really, all you're going to find is a few things. You're not going to find a full mod because Team Gizka never finished the full mod. I'd really think about giving it a shot. It really is a shame that this never got done. More videos to come hopefully soon. Speak to you later. Bye.